We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Tonight, an intriguing matchup between the New York Mets and the Philadelphia Phillies. A big-time arm and a power bat should be fun. First pitch is next. Cole Irvin, the southpaw out of the Golden State, gets the call here. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
This guy really struggled last year. This season's going to be about a bounce-back year. Real ugly ERA last year. He has a lot to prove to himself and to his teammates that he's a much better pitcher than he was last year.
Into the box now, Ahmed Rosario. And we are set for baseball here this evening. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A bit of a hanger, but it's laid off and called a strike.
First pitch, 7:07.
Here's the 0-1. Heading out towards shallow right. Harper has a read on it. 1 out.
Batting second, the right fielder, number 9, Brandon Nimmo.
So the base is empty here with 1 away. And ready to bat next, the Wyoming native Brandon Nimmo. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Nope, outside.
Game time temperature here an even 60 degrees. The 1-0. Skied in the air to straightaway left. McCutchen is under it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Batting third, the second baseman, number 6.
Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn. First shot for him here. 2 hits in 5 trips a night ago. Now the pitch. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Up top, it's 2-0.
2-0.
Three and 0 now.
Now with the bases empty, I think he needs to be careful not to just groove one here just because it's 3-0. He's a guy that could ambush you and lose one over the wall.
And we'll have the first base runner of the ball game here as that misses, and it's a 2-out walk.
3 of those pitches were definitely out of the zone, but that last pitch looked pretty darn good to me. You're not usually going to get many favorable calls on 3-0, though. You have to earn that spot.
So here's Pete Alonso. First at bat for him in this one. He was 1 for 4 with a double in the ball game last night. From the belt, kicks and deals. Popped up. And Hoskins is there to make the catch. The inning is over. Mets strand 1. It's the Mets 0. Phillies coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the Show. Jacob deGrom, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Jacob deGrom is just a solid pitcher. He's not overpowering in any sense with any of his 3 pitches. Good sinking fastball, 93 to 96, great slider, and a really good changeup. What makes him so good? He'll throw all 3 of his pitches at any time.
And that'll bring up Gene Segura. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Now the pitch. First pitch is a slider called for a strike. Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, you know what, D-Roll? Try to get on a kind of a little mini winning streak here. Losing the first game of this series, winning game 2, and hopefully winning this series by pulling one out here today.
Yeah, Dan, they were able to shower that first loss off in the first game of this series and had a nice bounce-back game yesterday. Let's see if they can steal a series right here.
A windup and the 0-2 pitch. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
Here's Andrew McCutchen now, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. McCutchen, or just Kutch as he's frequently referred to. He was a first-round pick back in 2005.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
And there are the umpires working this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Patrick Johnson.
Yeah, Dan, we got Patrick Johnson behind the dish tonight. Fairly standard strike zone most of the time, but he's definitely a pitcher's umpire.
I always felt like this. He'll give a little bit on the corners, both inside and outside. I think he's a fair umpire, but I would rate him more as a pitcher's umpire than a hitter's umpire.
And he missed with that one. It's ball 4. A one-out walk here in the home first.
And with the bases empty and 3 balls, I think they were probably just saying, hey, we're not going to compound our mistakes here. Better issue a free pass and give him something to drive.
And Bryce Harper will dig in at the plate. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1.
That's a great call right there. Fastball away with a guy who's got some jets on first base, almost like a hybrid pitch out. Great for a catcher if that guy's running. Easy transfer throw to second base.
1-0 pitch on the way. Now a throw over, and the runner back in standing. Now the 1-1 pitch. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
Got to pitch to the ballpark's dimensions right here. Love the execution of that pitch down in the zone. Got to keep the ball in the yard.
Easy take there as the off-speed pitch misses well inside. McCutchen leads off first with 1 away. And a big rip at the curveball, but he didn't get it, and he becomes the second casualty of the inning.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
Next to bat will be Rhys Hoskins as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. And he fouls this one off. Here it comes on 0-2. Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. One left for Philadelphia, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. And that'll bring up Wilson Ramos. And he's a guy really in need of something to click at the plate right now. It's been a rough go for him.
Ramos.
First pitch on its way. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Here's the pitch.
Hey, love the confidence in that pitch right there, going right after one of the better hitters on this team, not afraid to execute.
A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch.
Count is 2-1.
Line to the right side. And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
No mistake what he was sitting on. Fastball middle of the plate, kept his hands back, stayed through the baseball, and delivers a hard hit line drive.
J.D. Davis the next to bat as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. Nobody out, runner on first. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. The 1-1 home. Pulls this one in the air out to left. The catch is made out there by McCutchen, and that's the first out.
Batting seventh, the left fielder, number 30, Michael.
Time to take a look at the Philly D. Let's spot shadow Bryce Harper, and why wouldn't we? He's only one of the best players in the game. He puts it on the line every night in the field and at the plate.
So now to the plate, Michael Conforto. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball one. Fouled away. No score here as we play inning number 2. Oh, and a half swing there on a pitch out of the zone. Indeed, it's strike 2. Working for the punch out and the offering. A bouncer to the left side, and that's through for a hit.
Adapt and persevere. That's what I always said on the offensive side. Down in the count right there. Batter hits a ground ball the other way. He's able to fight off a tough count and get himself a base hit.
Here's Jake Marisnick. He'll swing and lift the ball foul off to the left and out of play. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. The 0-1 delivery.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway. First and second now, 1 man out. Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
really good pitch right there. So you're moving the ball all around the strike zone, and then what do? You come in. That's a hard pitch for any hitter to do anything with. Just really makes it difficult to get that bat head out.
Stepping in now, Jacob deGrom, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Twos all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course, here in inning number 2. And he falls behind 0-2. Mets pitcher behind at the plate with a ball and 2 strikes.
Well, tried to throw a high fastball right by him there. Didn't work, but now we'll see if that sets up some different options. Wouldn't be surprised to see a good slider down and away right here.
Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. From the stretch, the 1-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Wow, these guys are really grinding out their at-bats in this one. They're not making any outs easy to get, and that, of course, is having a huge impact on the pitch count.
Here's the payoff pitch. Hit back up the middle. Segura has it. On to first, and the Mets are going to come up empty here as that ends the inning. 2 left for the Mets. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Here's Didi Gregorius. In previous duels with deGrom, he's 3 for 15.
Didi.
Here's the first pitch to him. And he takes ball 1. deGrom, he's the kind of pitcher that a lot of pitching coaches and managers really appreciate, and that he rarely issues the free pass. He's a strike thrower.
Yeah, Matty V, and I think every pitching coach and every manager loves to have a guy like this on his staff. He won't beat himself. He'll make you put the ball in play, and he's not afraid to get his defense allowed. He's a pitch-to-contact guy.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Marisnick going back. Now this will rattle up against the wall.
Talk about starting off the inning with a bang. Goodness. When this thing left the bat, I thought it was out of here, and I think he might have too. Only made it to the warning track, but he glides into second base with a leadoff double.
Digging in now for Philadelphia, JT Realmuto, as you get a look at his current righty-lefty splits entering play in this one. He's set, and the pitch. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball. A runner at second, nobody out. And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters' counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches, and when he's getting the ball in his zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
Davis has got it, and there's one down now.
Batting 7. The center fielder.
Coming to the plate now, Nick Williams, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. First pitch on its way. Now A fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike two.
Hey, I love the aggressive nature this guy's pitching with. He's got focus. He's commanding the fastball. Really being aggressive right now. A lot different than his last start where he took a loss and seemed timid and scared to attack the zone.
Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
He'll step in here at 275. 4 home runs and 16 RBIs. The 1-0.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty, but hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
The 2-0. Here's a good breaking ball as it gets the bottom of the zone.
Nasty 2-0 slider right there for a strike. No shame in tipping your hat.
Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1. And he misses here for ball 4. Already 2 walks surrendered in his first couple of innings of work.
That walk is going to feel a little extra frustrating for this pitcher. Not only do you never really want to walk the number 8 hitter, but it's also going to let the pitcher hit this inning instead of forcing him to lead off the next one.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Edge of the zone that time taken and ruled a strike. Bottom of the second here with no score. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Hey, I know it's the pitcher at the plate, but he's going to grind it out right here. He's got a chance to help himself, and nothing's a bigger backbreaker to a team than watching the pitcher drive in a run.
A 1-ball, 2-strike count to the Phillies pitcher. Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2 pitch. He pulls this one into right, and a dive, but it rattles in and out of the glove. And the run will score as the Phillies are off to a 1-0 lead.
You pitch around the 8-hole hitter, find yourself with the pitcher on deck. You feel like you're confident enough to execute pitches to get your team off the field.
You know what, D-Lo, that's the case. You often hear this, a swinging bat is a dangerous bat. Even though that bat's being swung by the opposing pitcher, not a very good pitch, and a 2-out RBI base hit.
Gene Segura standing in as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. And they're runners at the corners now. The 1-0. Swung on and lifted down the left field line. Left fielder giving chase. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down. So the next hitter to dig in will be Andrew McCutchen as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Two men are on with 2 men out. 1-1 to Andrew McCutchen.
1 pitch shy of 40 for him right now, and he's not even out of the 2nd inning of work. He's definitely not being as efficient on the mound as he'd like.
And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1.
A time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
The 2-1 home. This is swung on and bounced to McNeil at second. Scooped up on to second for the force out, and the side is retired. I have to imagine there's a full moon tonight, judging by this bunch. Thursday night baseball rolls on. We'll have more after this.
Back now in Philadelphia, home of the Phillies, who've certainly benefited from some solid pitching all season long. When it comes to their team ERA, they enter the day with one of the best in the league. And talking with some of the pitchers earlier, they mentioned how they've all been able to inspire each other this year. One said, every one of these guys seems to bring their best to the mound every single day, so that really motivates me to do the same. We hold each other to a pretty high standard, and that works for us. Clearly, it's a group that takes a ton of pride in what they do, guys.
Thank you, Heidi.
Ready
to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Ahmed Rosario will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Rolled slowly down the third baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now.
He didn't look overly fooled right there, because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
Sent on the ground out to second. Kingery's there, and the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play. So one gone now as we give you a look at where these two teams find themselves entering play in the National League's Eastern Division race. Striding into the box, Brandon Nimmo. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. And the pitch.
Off the plate, ball 1.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. 1 out, nobody on. Good pitch there, had him a little out in front. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes, so it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
So here's Jeff McNeil. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. The average sitting at 292 here to start play. 6 home runs and 22 RBIs. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Williams is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Mets. They trail it here 2-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. So striding forward now, Bryce Harper. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
0-1 the count. 0-1 the count to Bryce Harper.
The count 21.
And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning.
One of the toughest pitches to hit, the straight changeup, right? El Cambio. Hadn't seen it in that entire at bat. And what happens? Gets the string pulled on him right there. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. 0 for 1 here in the early going. The windup and the 0-1. Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2.
Got him to chase after the curveball below the zone there. That was a really nice pitch, and it can be a really tough one to lay off of as a hitter.
Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball.
Hey, struggling to find the release point of that curveball. That wasn't a very good one. Somehow he's just got to find that feel because that's a pitch he's going to need going forward.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hot shot down the line, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Now the pitch. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk.
Well, he's really laboring in the early going here. That's his 3rd walk of the game already. We'll see if he can get it together or if this is just one of those days where he's going to have to grind his way through this start.
So a runner at first with 1 man gone. And here's the left-handed hitting shortstop, Didi Gregorius now. From the stretch. In there, no balls and a strike.
Ooh, that's a good pitch to take a hack at right there. Change up in the zone. He'd like to have that one back.
Here's the 0-1. Good deception on the slider there as he's way out in front. Fastball laid off well below the knees. Ready to deliver the 1-2. And this one's in the dirt, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. And a swing and a miss, and another punch out here. 6 already, and that's out number 2.
In a double play situation, you kind of expect most pitches to be down in the zone, hoping for a ground ball. So that was an interesting pitch selection to go up in the zone. I think he caught him off guard a little bit.
At the plate now, JT Realmuto, as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. He's set. Here's the 0-1. And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now.
Woo, that was an ugly swing. If I'm pitching right now, I'm throwing that same pitch again. That was ugly.
Now a fastball here that'll wisely lay off, and it's 1-2.
Well, this team, they're swinging at everything, but that pitch was just a little too far out of the strike zone.
2 balls and 2 strikes to the Phillies catcher. Two pitch is fouled away. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
Now the payoff pitch home. He spoils another one and will do it again. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Pops this one up. Rosario has a play, and that ends the inning. Phillies strand one, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Stepping up to the plate, Pete Alonso, as we begin the top of the 4th.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Popped him up. Hoskins in foul ground. 1 down.
Every pitcher loves to get quick outs, right? How about that? One pitch, one out, a pop-up to start the inning.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, and no one can get there. He'll try it again. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. Ramos has a history in coming through in the clutch moments, of course. It's always a little bit of a debate whether or not being clutch is actually a trait that a player possesses. But with him, there's no denying it. We've seen him deliver in big moments repeatedly throughout his career. It just seems he elevates his game somehow when the pressure is on.
Yeah, Matty, he has definitely put that debate to rest. He has absolute ice water in his veins. Dan, this guy's on fire. I used to say all the time, it's got 150 ABs to 200 ABs where you start figuring out what type of season you're going to have. He's obviously in May, and he's on fire.
D-Row, he's been locked in from day one of this season, and it's continuing right now. Anything that is around the strike zone, he feels he can get the barrel to it, and he continues to hit line drives.
And that'll get down for a base hit. And the throw will come in quickly from center, so despite the hit and run, they won't get the extra base here.
Wow, that's surprising right there. Hit and run tactic used to perfection. Balls hit to the outfield. The batter does his job. I don't know how that runner's standing on second still. You tip your hat to the outfield to get it in super quick, but he's got to take the chance to get the third.
Cold strike at the letters, 0-1. From the belt, kicks and deals. Swung on and missed. That strike 2.
Might have to change your game plan in the box right here. If he's going to pound away, might have to work the opposite field.
No runs, 4 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Hard on the ground towards short, and that's through into left, a base hit. McCutchen will bring it in quickly, so that'll hold the runner at third base.
Hey, you know what? You could slowly start to see that batter leak out over the plate. That was 3 straight pitches on the outer half, and he was able to dive out there and get an opposite field single. Nice job.
Into the box now, Jake Marisnick. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Marisnick is slugging a little under the 400 mark, so the chances of his connecting with the ball right here aren't particularly good. And he might get them all home as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left. It'll die on the warning track as the catch is made, and here comes the runner from third. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
Obviously, he's hoping for more up there with the bases loaded, but you can't be too upset with the sac fly.
Striding in once again, Jacob deGrom, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Looking to minimize the damage here. Lofted in the air out toward right center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Mets forced to settle for one here in the inning. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. Philadelphia is on top 2-1. Just about set to go for the last of the 4th. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I talked with Philadelphia's manager during the break about the Phillies' offensive production to this point. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've already worked out 3 walks, so he feels as though that kind of willingness to let the opposition work themselves into trouble will continue to result in good things for them on the scoreboard.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Up next will be Nick Williams. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
The center fielder, Nick.
First pitch on its way.
Ball 1, no strike.
And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now. Outside, 3-0 now.
Kind of frustrating as a pitcher when you start an inning off with 3 straight balls like he has here in the 4th. Makes you start wondering what's going on.
Here it comes, the 3-0. And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning. One thing to give up a walk, but to do it on 4 pitches is pretty alarming. He looks a little thrown off right now.
Digging in to try it again, Scott Kingery. He drew a walk his first time up. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Nice job by the pitcher right there to establish himself back into the strike zone. Would have liked to have seen the hitter been a little bit more aggressive in that situation. Usually when a pitcher throws 4 balls in a row, that next pitch you could get super greedy right down the middle.
Now a ball popped up behind the plate for Ramos. And he'll indeed make the play in foul territory for the first out.
Now batting, the pitcher, Cole Irvin.
So here now's the pitcher, Cole Irvin. He could be bunting here in order to stay out of the double play. First delivery to him on the way. Wanting to avoid the double play here as he gets this one down. To second for 1, but he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
So a runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning, and that'll bring in Gene Segura. From the stretch.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
4th inning of a 2-1 ball game. Called strike 0-2.
Well, you can see he's coming right at this guy, just pounding the ball in the strike zone. He certainly has the advantage now. This guy hasn't even swung the bat yet.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. From the stretch. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Philadelphia as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far, and he was very pleased with how little they're swinging and missing right now. They currently have more than 1 hit per inning, and looking at strikeouts, they only have 2. So far, the recipe for success has been to make contact early and often.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. He's in to get things going here in inning number 5. First pitch of the at-bat. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. This one's down to third. Gregorius has it. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Now batting, right fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
So 1 away here with the bases empty. And ready to bat next, the Wyoming native Brandon Nimmo. First offering on its way.
1-0.
5th inning, 2-1 our score. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Sent on the ground out to second. Fielded cleanly on to first, and there were 2 down.
Now batting, number 6.
Ready for another chance? Jeff McNeil. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat. Heading out towards shallow right. Harper giving chase. But he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass.
Hey, D-Row, are you aware of this after that knock right there? That's an 11-game hitting streak. You think he knows it's at 11?
I think he knows exactly that it's at 11. It starts off innocent. You just want to get a few knocks to get the hitting coach off your back. Next thing you know, you wake up, you've been sleeping easy for almost a week, 8 days. Now we're on 11. This guy's dinner tastes different.
He's set. Here it comes.
That's a ball.
This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
Here comes the 1-0. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, but it bends just foul into the second deck. The 1-2. 1 run, 6 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Still 2-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. A swing and a ground ball to third. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Mets leave 1. They're down 2-1. Into the box now, Andrew McCutchen. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
The left fielder, Andrew.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. Nimmo is over to his left as he snags this one for the first out of the inning.
the right fielder, number 3, Bryce.
Here's Bryce Harper now. He went down on strikes last time up.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
Nope.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Now a swing and a miss, and I don't think he was expecting a pitch inside. It's 1-1. Smoke toward third. Davis brings it in, and the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
The first baseman, number 17, Reese Hoskins.
Ready for another shot now. Reese Hoskins. It was a walk in his last trip. First pitch on its way. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone.
Hey, this guy's got to be pretty proud of what he's done so far. It's never easy to pitch on the road, but to have this kind of outing in a ballpark that is notoriously known as being hitter-friendly, it's been a treat to watch.
Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
This is a good at-bat so far here with 2 away. If you're going to go down 1, 2, 3, at least make the guy work for it. He's doing that, and he's even gotten himself into a good hitter's count now.
Two out, nobody on. And this one misses for ball 4. So the Phillies have got themselves a 2-out base runner. So that's the second walk he's worked in this one.
Yeah, and that seems to be a popular approach when this guy steps in. He can really hurt you with one swing. So I think the idea is mostly not to let this one guy beat you, Matt.
So now to the plate, Didi Gregorius. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. One 1-0 pitch on the way. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. JT Realmuto would be next. A runner on first with 2 away. And he'll just lay this one in there. 3-1.
Got to believe he had the green light in that situation. 2 outs, 3-0 count. This guy can certainly handle the bat. That's a perfect situation to let him loose. But I love the fact that he's keyholed in a certain area, and it wasn't what he was looking for.
Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Phillies strand 1. They lead it 2-1. Digging in, Wilson Ramos. He singled his last time up.
The catcher, number 40, Wilson Ramos.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
That misses. 1 ball and 1 strike here to the Mets backstop. Grounded back up the middle. Oh, a diving effort as it's off his glove. And a good try to recover that time, but he'll beat it out as he's aboard to kick off the inning.
Now back.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, Dealer, in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit in the air out to center field. Williams is under it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
The left fielder at the third, Michael Conforto.
So a runner at first now with one away. And up next, the left-handed hitting Michael Conforto. Has a look, now the pitch. Curveball just misses apparently, 1-0. And it looks now like a right-hander's begun to get loose in the Mets bullpen. Grounded up the first baseline. There's one. On to first, it's a double play as their woes continue. The inning is over. One hit in the inning, but that gets erased. 6th, 7th, and 8th place hitters due up in the bottom of inning number 6. Phillies lead this one 2-1. Stepping into the box, JT Realmuto. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point. First pitch coming, here it is. Here's the 0-1.
Oh, that's out.
Grounder down the line at third. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. The pitch.
I got to count 2-2.
What a great battle to start this inning. What a great job by the leadoff hitter. He knows that this pitcher's starting to get up there in pitches. The manager's starting to get restless. Let's see if we can knock him out and get into that bullpen.
There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. And he's going to have room to put this one away, and that's the first out.
Up next for Philadelphia, the center fielder, Nick Williams.
Into the box, Nick Williams. It was a walk in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Hey.
It's really hard to work deep in the games when you're having an outing like this guy is. You're going to strike out a lot of guys. Well, guess what? Your pitch count's going to go up, too.
One out, nobody on.
No, that's
1-1. One and two now as that one's fouled off. And that's a fair ball, line to the right side. And this will bang up against the wall. The throw is wild, and it gets away.
When it left his bat, I thought it might curve foul, but he manages to squeak it just inside the right field line for a well-hit line drive double. By the time the right fielder tracked it down, he was easily into second.
And in steps Scott Kingery, as he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike one. Comes set with the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Low scoring game thus far, 2-1 here in the sixth. And another foul ball. The 0-2 once more. Breezes him, a strikeout looking.
It's never a good look to strike out looking, but it's way worse when you do it with a guy in scoring position. Those are the times you really want to see a guy battle and at least put the ball in play.
Adam Hazley will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 40, Adam Hazley.
He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. Ready with the 0-1. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. To first. He's got it. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1 left for Philadelphia. They still lead it 2-1. Robert Stock is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 89, Robert.
Leading off the inning, Jake Marisnick. And they'll need him to get something going here.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
The 0-1 delivery. In there, and he's in control. 0-2 now.
Might have been taking all the way right there. That pitch couldn't have split the strike zone any better, and you can bet he wants that one back at the plate.
And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight.
Nice job there taking care of the leadoff hitter via the strikeout. I'll tell you, in a 1-run game, especially this late, getting that first guy in the inning is so important. It changes the whole complexion of the inning, so that was a big out.
Robinson Cano will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Number 24, Robinson Cano.
A ball and no strikes. He'll enter play here at an even 250. 2 home runs and 11 RBIs. The 1-0.
Oh, that's out.
Cano is in Don't You Know, part of his New York nickname days. This is the first year of his new 4-year contract. 2-0 count, the pitch.
I know he fouled that pitch off right there, but he was definitely out in front. He was cheating to a heater, no question about it.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch.
Yep, that ball went out.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. We're in the 7th inning now. The pitchers duel, 2-1 our score. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
In now, Ahmed Rosario, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. Ready with the 0-1 pitch.
1-1.
One pitch away from wrapping up a very good inning's work out of the bullpen here.
And that misses 2-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Curveball, and he buckled him, but it's full 3-2. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Mets go down 1-2-3. Our score remains 2-1. Brad Brock gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Brad Brock.
So the Phillies batting order turns over and set to go. Gene Segura. He'll start things out here in the bottom of inning number 7. Now the pitch. And a changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball 1. A ball and a strike to the Phillies leadoff man. Brock stands 6'6" and throws from the right side. He was taken in the very late rounds during the 2008 draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Segura behind on a 1-2 count.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
The 1-2 pitch. Hot shot to third and handled for the first out.
The left fielder, number 22, Andrew.
Stepping in, Andrew McCutchen. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. High in the air out to center field. Marisnik is under it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, right fielder, Bryce Harper.
So 2 are gone now in the Philadelphia 7th, and that'll bring in a dangerous hitter indeed in the form of Bryce Harper. The pitch.
Hey, great job pounding the zone strike 1. When you got a great hitter in the box, got to get ahead. Count leverage is a must.
0-1 the count to Bryce Harper.
Ball, that's out.
Two out, nobody on. And he struck out again. That's the third time he's gone down on strikes in this one. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. David Robertson has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 30, David Robertson.
New inning set to get underway. Now in the box, Brandon Nimmo. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. He's set and the pitch. Robertson, originally from the state of Alabama. He was a 17th round pick during the first-year player draft of 2006.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
And a pitch up and in, keeping him honest, 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes.
1-2.
And here's a curveball that just about got away as it misses inside for a ball. Here now the 2-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
People always talk about how important getting the leadoff man on base is, and it's true. So in the 8th inning of a 1-run game, that's a really nice job of attacking a hitter and sending him packing.
Into the box, Jeff McNeil, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No better way to minimize the potential damage a cleanup hitter can do than to strike out both guys in front of him. Always a confidence boost when you can sit down the guys at the top of the lineup.
Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0 home. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Ranging back is Williams. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Down in order go the Mets. They still trail it here 2-1. Seth Lugo is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 67, Seth Lugo.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Rhys Hoskins. A couple of walks for him thus far.
The first baseman, Rhys Hoskins.
First pitch on its way. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
Obviously, the game plan wasn't to let this guy beat you right here. He's already walked twice, and that pitch out of the zone tells me they want nothing to do with him.
1 ball and 1 strike to the Phillies first baseman.
A good fastball above the belt is normally a pitch that batters love to take a rip at, but that one froze it.
And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2. Ball 2. A little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2. Now the pitch. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys on this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and it backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
To the plate now, Didi Gregorius. As he gets a good curveball here to start the at-bat, it's strike 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. One out, nobody on. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Another 0-2 coming. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
He started this guy backwards, couple of off-speed pitches early, followed by back-to-back heaters. He can go either way he wants to go right now.
Still even at 2-2. And the pitch. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
At the plate, JT Realmuto. As he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Realmuto behind with an 0-2 count now.
There seem to be different philosophies on it. So, Dan, what was your approach in 0-2 counts?
My philosophy is this. I think the last thing you want to do is throw non-competitive pitches, Matt. Throw something down in the zone or just out of the zone.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Phillies down in order. They lead it 2-1. Hector Neris comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. So stepping in, Wilson Ramos trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far.
Wilson Ramos.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. takes this the other way to right. And that'll be a base hit. So they couldn't ask for more as the possible tying runs aboard to kick off the ninth.
You can't ask for anything more than getting a leadoff man on right there. It brings the go-ahead run to the plate. He's in position to do some damage. It'll be interesting to see how the manager plays this one.
So now to the plate, J.D. Davis. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball two now.
Well, both of those balls have been inside, so if I'm hitting, I'm looking for something I can get my arms extended on. Probably won't come back inside for a third time.
Late swing on the hitter's count. Still a good count for him now, however, at 2-1. One-run game here in the top of the ninth. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Williams is under it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
The left fielder, number 30, Michael Conforto.
Coming to the plate now, Michael Conforto. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. From the stretch.
Ball one.
Don't be shocked if he doesn't go right back to that splitter again. He's looking for a double play, and that pitch certainly has enough depth on it to get him a ground ball.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. A splitter, but he started it too low as it bounces up to the plate. Runner at first here, one man out. 2-2.
Good thing he didn't make contact with that pitch. Only thing he could do is probably hit that on the ground. It could be a double play ball.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with one out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball four anyways.
And he struck him out.
That's a big strikeout there with the tying run over at first base. Now, with two outs, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that guy home. Probably need a ball in the gap to give him a chance.
Stepping in now, Jake Marisnick. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. No hits to this point. The 1-0. Runs a bit inside for a ball.
He's going to have a talk with the umpire after this half inning, because if he's not going to get those calls, he's got to come a little bit more over the heart of the plate, and that usually means damage done.
Tough 2-0 pitch there as he swings through the splitter. 2-1.
Can't waste getting the leadoff runner on in this situation. Someone's got to bear down and get a big knock.
Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening.
That's just a great pitch right there. Great execution. He just got that hitter to think that pitch was knee-high. Nasty diving out of the zone.
Not the largest crowd ever, but they're on their feet. And he struck him out for out number 3. So that'll wrap things up here as they leave the possible tying run stranded at first.
It's always nice to give your fans at home something to cheer about, and they definitely did that right here, coming through with the big win at home.
Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. Philadelphia took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Cole Irvin earns his first win of the season. Jacob deGrom pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. Hector Neris earns the save out of the bullpen, his 14th. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Philadelphia Phillies. 2 runs on 4 hits. No errors. They left 7 men on base. For the Mets, 1 run, 8 hits. No errors. They left 8 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 33 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.